Dude, Natsu Team FTNatsu back for a deck profile. Yeah, we're doing a deck profile. It's not an article. Deal with it. I was trying to record a vid today and it just wasn't happening. People kept quitting on me and I had stuff and everything. So, instead of having a vid where I'm depending on someone else actually going through an entire game, I'm just gonna deck profile the deck I was playing or trying to record with, which is my Think Saber deck. This is the deck I use in real life. I use two decks in real life, like for competitive play. This is one of the two I use. The other one is I think you all know what it is. It's the X. Surprise! But anyway, a lot of the X builds are really similar. So, and I already kind of did a profile article on the X deck. So I wanted to do a profile on this deck just to show it off. Anyway, let's get in deck profile. So we run the starter is Friday Night Milius. He's the newest. Probably nothing. They probably came up with some other royal starter that's not as good. But this is like this is the trial deck card. I mean, all the trial deck cards are kind of like the standard, with the exception of the Unectar card, because Unectar's got a new starter, and that card is insane. Like, oh my gosh! If you don't know what the new Unectar starter does, it is a grade 0 made in a flower screen, Gem Break 1. That is just bonkers. It's not broken, but it's just so good. Yeah. Anyway, so this is the starter. If you don't know what it does, it's Gem Break 1, Counterblast 1, put himself in Soul. You get any grade 2, and you call it to your guard circle. Pretty good. It gets you what you need when you need it. Then we run 8 crit, 4 of this guy because he's triggered with an effect, and we do an ultimate on this build. And then 4 Margol, because you need Margol for the Soul Engine, because you're running Think Saber. And then the other crit and the other hero. It doesn't really matter what you decide to run with it. I ran the secret triggers because, you know, they look freaking baller. Anyway, for our grade 1 lineup, we run 4 of the new Perfect card, you know, standard stuff. 4 Stride Enabler, 3 of the generic 10k attacker. Royal Pawn isn't like for generic builds, Royal Pawn's not like that great of a selection, so I mean, like, a lot of it's just like generic stuff. So this is just what I picked. It's alright. It's a nice emergency attacker, 7k booster. Then 2 Pongols, because I run Soul Saver. I run it as an extra Soul Engine in case I have to ride Think Saver with my initial Vanguard ride, so that way then I can still get enough Soul quickly. So this is one of the ways I do that, and also it allows for better grade security, because I'd rather ride a grade 2. I'd rather ride a grade 3 that has a 10k base than the misride. Like I'd rather do that, because I mean, Soul Saver still is a 13k attacker, which I mean is not terrible. Then we run 2 of the Milky Way Unicorn 10k booster. It just lets you hit for numbers. It's 32k Think Saver attack. I forgot the number that what's his name, that the dragon gets to. Not the Soul Saver dragon, the other one. So yeah, you know, pretty good. Lets you hit better numbers. Then for a grade 2 lineup, we run 4 of Knight of Black Mantle. This card is a lot of people like what's his name? This guy. A lot of people like this guy. I have Twin Sword. He's good, but he takes some counterblast, which you need 4 counterblast for Think Saver. So this card's a lot better because for this deck. The other card is by no means bad. It's just not for this build. This card is a Gem Break 1. If you have another grade 2, it's on hit, on Soul Charge and Unflip. It's too good. It lets you get Soul for Think Saver. It unflips. That's just too good. It's too good not to run 4. Like, it's just too good. Then we run 3 Blaster Blade Seeker because it's the Legion mate. I mean, you know, why not? And also, I do run 2 Soul Saver Stride. So this is actually also a good ride, because then you get the extra critical, which is nice. Let you push more pressure. And then 3 generic 12k attacker. It's just another good grade 2. You could run Knight of Twin Sword. That's the name, yeah, Knight of Twin Sword in its place, but I prefer the 10k 12k attacker, because then it doesn't need a boost to attack things, so that's always nice. And then for a grade 3 lineup, we run 4 Think Saver, because this card's freaking boss. Like, I mean, even though he didn't come out that long ago, like, it's gonna be talking about doing this, but we feel like the game hasn't, like, there have been a lot of cards that have done this, but, like, we were talking about doing, like, a top 5 or top 10 list, like, cards that don't die, and without question, him and I both agreed, Thing Saver would be, like, within one of the top 2, if not the top card. I think I put the End at number 1, just because, the End has been around so much longer, and that card has literally been relevant for every Vanguard season, with the exception of season 4, exception, like, of the beginning of the Legion, like that, the short Legion farm we had, like, that was the only time the End wasn't, like, that card wasn't even remotely viable, because even in Break Ride format, you could Dauntless the End, and then they came out with Draconic Overlord Break Ride, and it just, I mean, so that, but yeah. Anyway, that's not about the End, though. But, yeah, Thing Saver is pretty good. Pseudo Restander, you can attack 3 times in 1 turn with your Vanguard, kind of good, you know. 3-1-2 Altmeal, he's a good backup grade 3. He gives your entire front row 5k power each, so you don't even need boosters to do good stuff. You can also his I guess the term a lot of people are going with is Break Stride. His Break Stride ability is not even that bad either. Plus 5k to 2 units. It sucks he's not a blaster because if he would combo so well with the Soul Saver Stride. Like it would combo so well. I mean, Counter Blast 2 plus plus 10k to 2 units plus 5k another unit. Like just so good. Like And then lastly, we run 2 Soul Saver just for the Pongal target. And like great security, stride fodder, just everything. Like it's the complete package. It's too good. I can easily see why people in Japan run it. Although in real life build, you ever fight me in real life? I actually run 1 Soul Saver Dragon and I run Alfred. I run the Alfred Exiv because I have a Legion Alfred Exiv and I like to show it off. But yeah. And then for our stride units, we run 1 Galblade because it's just a good first generic stride. It just lets you get whatever you need, whatever grade 2 you need to get. It lets you go plus, which is nice. We run 1 Samio. You have to, like, I mean, it's too useful not to run. Like the extra damage is so nice, and also if your Thing Sabers hit like what can we call it? When I was waiting in line at Anime Expo to meet Shermile because I love her. Shout outs, even though she'll never see this, but whatever. Shout outs anyway. I actually, the guy in front of me was a Vanguard player, and he also played this deck, and we were talking about how it's just so like you have to run it. Like it's just too useful, especially in real life tournaments. There was one time someone was playing and they wanted to time, and so they just rode Dragonute. They rode Vortex Dragonute, and the opponent just was super salty, like all the salt, because if you don't know, in Vanguard it's 5 turns. Whoever has less damage wins, or whoever takes damage first. So like the ability to do that is just too mean, and it lets you push your opponent to quick damage. And if you don't have Thing Sabers and you can only Thing Saver once, it's good too, because in this deck you want your opponent to be at high damage at 4 or 5 damage, because that makes the multiple Thing Saver attacks all the more threatening, because they have to guard all of them, and it's too good. 2 Holy Dragon, Religious Soul Saver, just because the extra power is nice to your regards. I only run 2 because you're not just because Saint Blow is better because Saint Blow ensures the crit and Saint Blow powers itself up, but this card isn't bad. It's an extra way to just gain more power to your guards, and it unlike Saint Blow, it spreads your power out, so he doesn't get bodied as hard by things like perfect guards. So it's just too cool, too good. And then lastly, for Saint Blow, if you're not, I should only run 2 because I only own 3 because I'm a scrub, but in real life anyway. But and I don't have the money for another one right now. Anime Expo is kind of expensive. And then J-Pop Festival. And then Sacramento Anime. All the cons. But yeah, this card's too good. Persona Flip, plus 3k for every rear guard you have. If you have 2 rear guards or more, he gets an extra critical. It's too useful not to run. The only issue is he kind of gets bodied by PGs, but then again, what doesn't get bodied by PG? I mean, actually, that's not true. There are quite a few things that don't get bodied by PGs. But it's just too good not to run. I mean, your opponent's only gonna have so many PGs, and even then, you know, one PG you still can use it twice. It's not a big deal. But yeah, that's the deck. Things are still really good. The deck really has no. I mean, not really. I would say Link Joker and Kagero can kind of give you a hard time sometimes, just because it can make setting up for his ability kind of hard with Kagero, because then you have less things that you can like you can't maximize the ability, which can suck. And sometimes the extra crit, not having the extra crit, kind of sucks if you can't ride Blaster Blade Seeker, but it's not that big a deal. So yeah, that's been this week's deck. Be sure to check out. Be sure to follow us on Twitter. We have a Twitter now. We're updating our Twitter every night, pretty frequently. You can also follow our individual Twitters if you want to, about our personal stuff, or not personal stuff, whatever, but our stuff. Ascriptmaster and I have them on. We're the only people that our team Twitter follows. Deal with it. If you follow us on Twitch, I don't know when I'll live stream again. I haven't had a day off really to live stream for you guys, so I know I will go back to live streaming. I don't have my schedule for next week yet, so I can't really say. But hopefully I will be live streaming sometime within the next 2 weeks. But we'll see. So yeah, this has been Natsu /QBF Team Fairy Tail signing out.